Let's dissect today's Japanese slang term, bachigire anken. High budget. So the first part there, bachi, is a variant of gachi, which we've talked about in words like gachichiru, which just means kind of very. According to this random person on the internet, who you can trust or not, it's sort of the top level of these emphasis, with gachi being below and gan and gon being in between. I've never seen gan and gon, but these are all like Garu language, and I don't hang out with Garu in my day-to-day life, so who knows? Minimally, I can say that while I can't find gonchiru or ganchiru being used for anything besides people's names, I could find bachichiru out there. And indeed, you can see this bachi kind of in the wild, as in phrases like this, bachi no mi, which is used in the title of a video which I have no interest in watching, but I'm guessing involves drinking copious amounts of alcohol. The gire part there, in the second bit, is a voiced version of kireru, or to get very, very angry, to lose your temper. This has been part of a number of Garu slang over the years, one of the potentially most famous, and one of my favorites, being MK5, which is a shortening of majide kireru go byou-mai, or 5 seconds before getting extremely pissed off. This still exists in modern references to Garugo, although I don't think Garu are actually using this at all that much anymore, and is seen as kind of a classic older phrase, as you can see in this image here, which combines a number of kind of old-fashioned Garu language. To have the character state that they were very upset at seeing a young couple show romantic affection in public. An anken then is just a matter, it's a thing. So for instance, in this post here by the company Zenrin, you can see them use kuko anken, or a airport thing, airport matter, to refer to a guessing game where you have to guess which airport it is from a picture from the sky. So if we put all this together then, a bachigiri anken is a thing that makes you extremely mad. Let's create one of those right now, as I use an extremely overcomplicated example as the first example in explaining this. In the tweet you're looking at right now, someone is discussing a video game dialogue saying, "I will always protect my friends unless they put pineapple on pizza." The poster notes that pizza should be spelled as pizza, which is like a fancy kind of Italianized spelling that you sometimes see in fancy pizza restaurants in Japan to show off how authentic the menu is, right? Because this would not be something that is bachigire to like Americans, but more to Italians, although I don't know if that's true. If you didn't follow that, or if the concept of pineapple on pizza is such a bachigiri anken for you that you just got so mad you didn't listen to my explanation after that, here's a really simple example where someone ordered a larger size at McDonald's and got a smaller size, which for them is not just something that makes them mad, it is an anken that makes them kireru at a bachi level. Indeed, there's even people doing art projects, such as this one here, on a series of things that bachigiri anken for some people, such as when the contents of a toothpaste tube get stuck on both ends. Although while this has all been pretty light-hearted so far, do note that bachigiri anken can be a serious thing, such as in this person here, who is obviously in a quite an unpleasant state due to a sequence of bachigiri ankens that they have encountered in their day-to-day. So while often kind of joking, lighthearted, it can be a serious thing. Fortunately though, there are people on the Japanese internet proposing solutions to successive waves of bachigiri anken, such as this person here who notes that fami chicken is a nice natural medicinal aid, can help them get over 5 successive bachigiri anken. Indeed, a lot of people propose just going out to eat as a way to solve this, which honestly doesn't seem like the worst advice, as far as, mental health advice on the internet goes. As for the history of this term, obviously it's primarily associated with Garu, but it has been used on the internet since around 2013, so it's existed long enough to spread throughout this. In the post you're reading, I have no idea who Momi-kun is or why they got mad about soup, but it's clearly a use of the term as we've seen so far. This may actually though be a variant of buchigiri anken, which is again buchi just being kind of extreme. There are way more hits for that on Google than there are for bachigire, but bachigire absolutely does exist. We've seen it, right? And at least one website has flagged it as like a popping off slang term of this year. But that said, Google Trends doesn't even recognize it yet, so it may still be kind of minor. I guess that means that I may have wasted your time because this term may not have a very long shelf life, but hey, at least in that case, you now have a word to express your frustration.